Posey? What you doing? What you doing? Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. We are going to be starting in just a moment. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is Meditation Transmissions, and it's a meditation practice that I will guide you guys through. So feel free to stick around. If you were expecting something else, I apologize. But yes, this is Meditation Transmissions. Can you guys hear me okay? Just making sure. All right. So happy Tuesday. This is the 11th edition of Meditation Transmissions. I appreciate you guys joining me week after week. If you haven't practiced with us before and you need to know some more information about meditation, I do have a Q&A that I did live last week up on my IGTV page, as well as on my YouTube page under Rose Nose Recommends. So if you are new to meditating, it's a great resource. I answer some questions from you guys, as well as just talk about the overall meditative practice. With that being said, I'd like to give you guys just a brief introduction before we go in, especially for those of you who are newer to what we do here. So Meditation Transmissions is an offering that I have been giving weekly on Tuesdays at noon Pacific Standard Time since the beginning of the quarantine. So this is our 11th one, and basically what we did is we started out with a very light and easy practice, and we've ramped it up. So now in the 11th week, we are doing slightly more advanced meditative techniques as well as breath techniques. And what sets this apart from other types of meditation practices is that I do incorporate pranayama, which is the study and the practice of breathing. So in order to get us in a place to be able to meditate, we do some breath exercises, some visualization exercises. That gets our system, our spirit, everything ready to be able to sit in quiet. The overall video usually ends up being about 50 minutes or so, but the meditation itself is only 20 minutes. Everything is kind of warming up and then the cool down after the meditation. So don't be intimidated by that at all, because the meditation itself is only 20 minutes. Now, another thing I did want to mention is that with this type of meditation, it's really important that you're comfortable. So the only thing I recommend is just not laying down while you're practicing this, because the point is not to get you to fall asleep. The point is to get you to transcend even the restfulness of a sleep state. So let's say this is reality, right? This is REM sleep here. And then below REM sleep, this whole area down here is what we're looking to find. And if you are a fan of David Lynch, the director, he has a great book called Catching the Big Fish, I believe. And basically, he talks about it as well, is that we transcend beyond the REM sleep state, which allows us to go to an even deeper state of relaxation. And in this pool, this area, you'll be able to access a deeper part of yourself that you didn't even know existed. And so the more you practice meditation, the easier it is to dip into this place. So consistency is key. And I do take a lighter approach than some meditation teachers. I do recommend setting aside even 5 minutes a day at best. You would be able to do it 20 minutes a day. So everybody's going to be doing things at their own pace, at their own level, and that's totally okay. I just encourage you to set aside some time where you're absolutely quiet, they're free of distractions, and you're able to just sit and be with yourself. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing I wanted to mention about meditation, and I say this every single week, is there is no goal to be had. There is no place to get to necessarily, okay? So this is not about the location and the destination, it is about the journey. And one thing you're going to find with meditation is that you're going to kind of come in and out of the meditation. Your thoughts are going to arise, memories are going to arise, feelings are going to arise. You're going to hear something and it's going to make you angry, or you're going to come out of it somehow. These are all totally normal, especially as a beginning meditation student. You're going to have various experiences that are going to challenge you. And what I would say is that these challenges should be welcome, because when you can withstand these types of challenges, when you can overcome these distractions and still maintain a sense of peacefulness and maintain a sense of quiet and calm, and not feel that tingle and that reactive defensive thing that happens to us when we get challenged, then you are slowly starting to build that muscle that you can take out into the real world. And that's why meditation is so incredibly important, because the more that muscle is strengthened, the easier it is to go into the real world and face reality, that's where the real test is, right? So meditation is a playground. It's a place that we go and we play with the idea of challenges and distractions, and there's no one to blame. There's nothing to be gained other than the sense of peacefulness, right? Let's see, so we're at 12:07. Okay, so we're gonna get started soon. Before we get going, I see a couple of new faces here. Are there any quick questions about meditating? I will continue to guide you through it. I'm not just gonna throw you in there. So there is gonna be some guidance, but if there's any questions, you're welcome to ask it now. And I'll give you guys a few moments to do that. Just so you know, and again, if you're newer to this experience, prior to quarantine, I hadn't been teaching yoga or anything, and I did for many, many years, but I put it aside. And after the quarantine came up, I felt a call to arms, and so now I'm offering this. And so yeah, thank you all for participating and for showing up weekly. It's been a fun experiment to practice and also to display these gifts. So if you have a gift that you have, whether it's sharing, making music, whether it's creating art, whether it's making people laugh, whether it's helping people heal, whatever your gifts are, now is an excellent time to share those things. So I'm encouraging all of my friends. I have very talented friends, some of which are here on this meditation right now, that need to share their gifts, because now is the time. The world needs you. So this is a call to arms, and I encourage you to share everything that you know how to do. So I'm sharing my meditation techniques, my knowledge of yoga and healing, and all of those things with you guys, as well as other things that I do on this page. But I'm encouraging you guys to do the same, because this is how we grow as people, and now is a fertile time for us to grow. So please do share your gifts. All right, so it's 10 after 12. I think we're ready to go. So for those of you who are, again, newer to this, please find a comfortable seated position for yourself. I am seated on the floor, and I have a cushion underneath me. I also have hi Marietta. I also have a pillow underneath me so that I can sit in a way that allows me to be on the floor comfortably. I do encourage you to sit in a cross-legged position if you can, if it's comfortable. If not, then sit however. The only thing I ask again is that you don't lay down. If you're on a chair while you're practicing this, and it's totally fine if you're on a chair, I would recommend sitting in such a way that your knees are in alignment with your hips. Oh, hello from Chile. Wonderful. Welcome. So hips are in alignment with the knees and feet are in alignment with your knees. So everything is kind of in alignment. That way, you're not overextending your joints, right? Also, I would recommend that if you're seated on a chair, thank you, you guys are so kind, make sure that your feet are flat on the floor. This is going to be your foundation. If you are seated on the floor, your sit bones are going to be your foundation. So find your comfortable seated position. And for those of us who are on the floor, I might recommend even lifting up your bum cheeks so you can find the bony part of your bum. You might need to wiggle around till you find it. And once you've found that, draw your elbows in close. This allows the shoulders to relax. Okay? And now just become aware of your hands and where you're placing them. Some of us might sit with our hands up. Some of us with our hands down. Those of us who are, those of us who are a little bit more advanced in meditation or yoga practice or something, if you have a hand mudra, a hand gesture that you want to use, you're welcome to. There's various ones. They all mean different things. Hi, Aventura. So choose one that works for you or don't use one at all, but place your hands, palms up or down, whichever is more intuitive to you. For those of you with your hands down, you're good. You don't need anything. You feel grounded. For those of us with palms up, you're asking to receive. So choose one that works for you today. All right? So find your comfortable seated position. And now I'd like to make sure that your spine stays nice and tall. And one thing that I like to do is visualize a line that goes from the crown of my head all the way up from the sky. So a line that goes all the way up from the sky, goes through my spine and connects me through my tailbone and anchors me all the way down to the center of the earth. This visualization is really great because it helps you keep your spine tall. It also creates a sense of tension. So if you're lifting up through the crown of your head, all the while feeling the pull towards the center of the earth, it'll keep you nice and tall. Okay? So spine is nice and long, shoulders are soft, elbows in nice and close, palms up or down, whichever feels more intuitive. And now let's just take a moment to close the eyes. And while you're seated here, just take a moment here to observe your breath, noticing the flow of the breath, where it comes from and where it goes, the length of the breath, the depth of the breath. And do your best to not judge or try and change the breath. Just notice it as it is in its natural state. Also notice if you have a tendency to breathe through your mouth or your nose. Again, without any judgments, just silently observing. And while you are here, I'd like to just make a quick disclaimer that yes, you may hear things. I do have dogs, so I apologize in advance. Sometimes they make appearances in the video as well. So this is a practice of being able to maintain peacefulness and calm despite sounds, emotions, any other distractions or challenges you may face. So apologies on my end for any distractions that we create. It's just one more rung in the ladder towards finding that place of peace. Now, while you are here listening to the breath, I would like to do an invocation for Ganesha. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Ganesha is the elephant head god in the Hindu traditions. I come from a tantric hatha yoga background in which I was initiated, and this is an invocation that was passed down to me by my teachers, who were given to them by their teachers, and so forth. So you don't have to do anything but just listen. If you know the words, feel free to hum along. Ganesha graha nakshatra yogini rashi rupanim devim mantra maim naumi matrika pita rupanim. Ganesha graha nakshatra yogini rashi rupanim devim mantra maim naumi matrika pita rupanim. Ganesha graha nakshatra yogini rashi rupanim devim mantra maim naumi matrika pita rupanim. Please return back to the sound of the breath, observing the inhale and the exhale, all the while maintaining a nice tall spine, feeling the lift up through the crown of the head, all the while being anchored down through the root of the spine. Please make sure that your chin stays parallel to the floor. Some of us have a tendency to droop down or reach up too high. See if you can find a middle ground so that the back of the neck and that the head can relax. Now, before we begin, I'd like you to please set an intention for this practice. An intention in the form of a prayer. Maybe you're asking to receive knowledge about a situation. You're asking to receive a connection with somebody, whatever the case may be. Please set an intention for the practice now. And once you've set your intention, please take a moment here to observe yourself, just becoming aware of your body, becoming aware of how you're seated, and with a loving eye, a non-judgmental and loving eye, become aware of your body. Notice if there are any places of holding, of pain, of discomfort, perhaps old, stagnated energy. If you come across some such place, don't try to judge it, don't try to change it, just continue breathing. Keep this place in mind as you breathe. And with each inhale, invite in new energy. With each exhale, begin to relax that place, soften that place. So with each inhale, we're inviting in prana, energy, life force. With each exhale, we're releasing the old, releasing the pain. relaxing the holding. And continue to do this for about another minute or so until the body feels calm and relaxed, unified and whole. Now just please take a moment here, once that the body has calmed, full of energy, softened. Take a moment to map the space in which you are seated, noticing the four corners and the four walls in which you are. Notice where the door is. Notice where things are around you, your phone, your TV, your couch. So mapping out your surroundings, using your mind's eye. And once you've done that, become aware of that which is outside of your four walls and four corners, noticing the sounds of any birds or people talking or walking by, sound of cars, dogs barking, laundry being done, whatever the case is. Just become aware. And we do this as an exercise to acknowledge not only where we are in space, but also to acknowledge the things around us, so that when we are in a meditative state, if one of these things challenge us, we already knew it was there. It relaxes the grip of the distraction, and you already know that yes, people may talk, dogs may bark, you may hear a car or a door slam. So in a way, you begin to invite these distractions. Once you've mapped out your spatial area, come back to your four corners and four walls, and just take a moment to observe yourself seated in this place, and with loving and kind eyes, give gratitude and love to yourselves for having the wisdom, the courage, the time to sit here today and practice this meditation. And now please come back to the sound of the breath. Once again, noticing the natural state of breath, the inhale and the exhale. And now we are going to begin alternate nostril breathing. For those of you who have not practiced this with me before, you're welcome to open your eyes at this point. So for the alternate nostril breath, we're going to use a hand gesture, okay? And this hand gesture looks like this. So you want to use your dominant hand. For me, it's the right hand. And the way that this looks is the thumb is up, index finger and middle finger are down, ring finger and pinky finger are down, okay? So it's kind of like the I love you, except not, okay? So thumb up, ring finger up, pinky up. Once you have this hand gesture, we're going to bring the hand to the face, and you're going to hug the elbow in, shoulders are going to stay soft, and all we're going to do is alternate. So Inhaling through one side, plugging that side, exhaling out through the other. And then inhaling through that side, plugging that side, exhaling out through the other. So we're going to continue in this manner for the next couple minutes. And you can close your eyes or you can keep them open if you'd like. But we're doing the alternate nostril breath. So elbow hugs in, shoulders are nice and soft. All right. So let's plug the left nostril. Inhale deeply through the right side. Plug the right. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale out through the right. Inhale deeply through the right side. Plug the right nostril. Exhale out through the left. Okay, so I think you guys get the general idea. So continue the alternate nostril breath on your own time. For those of us who have been practicing meditation a little bit longer, you're welcome to extend the inhale and also extend the exhale by a couple counts. So continue again on your own time. For those of you who are newer to the alternate nostril breath, just do what's comfortable. And what I like to do is I like to visualize the entire side of the body that I'm inhaling with, filling up with energy and prana, life force. And on the exhale, releasing completely through the opposite side. And then inhaling again, filling up that opposite side, and exhaling out through the other. So inhaling completely, and then exhaling out through the opposite side. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay? So continue on your own time. For my advanced yogis and my advanced meditators, feel free to visualize at your third eye and your navel the top and the bottom of the infinity symbol or a figure 8. So each time that you inhale, the breath moves around, crosses over, and then creates the infinity symbol. So if this is too much, don't worry about it. Just focus on the alternate nostril breath. For those of us who have practiced this, you're welcome to continue with the visualizations. I'm doing a demonstration of how the energy would move. So we create an infinity symbol crossing at the heart, around the navel. So continue on at your own pace. So continuing on at your own pace. For those of you, again, who are newer to this type of breath, the alternate nostril breathing is fantastic for bringing a sense of balance into the body. Excuse me. So what it does is it brings balance to the right and the left hemispheres of the brain, the right and the left hemispheres of the body. It also brings balance to the right and the left energies of the body. So the right side is considered to be the masculine solar energy, the left side the feminine, the lunar energy. So we're asking these two things to intermingle. You may also observe that one side might feel a little bit more plugged up than the other. Rest assured that this is entirely normal. Our nostrils change their dominance roughly every 20 minutes in the day. So at any given time, one side may be more dominant than the other. And the more that we do the alternate nostril breath, the more we bring a sense of balance into the body. Let's just do 3 more here. Once you're done with your 3rd alternate nostril breath, return back to your natural breath, the natural state of your breath, observing the inhale and the exhale, noticing the length and the depth of the breath. Also become aware if anything has changed from when you first sat down. Don't judge it, don't rate it, just observe. Now please relax the need to do a single thing at all as we soften into the meditation itself, releasing the need to change anything, releasing the need to accomplish anything. Just sitting here in silence. And if you begin to notice emotions, feelings, memories, or thoughts arise, greet those things and welcome them, but don't let them drive the car. Let them sit in the back seat. So if you find yourself being carried away and the thoughts begin to take over the wheel, bring yourself back to the sound of the breath. For our advanced meditators, if you have a mantra, you may use your mantra as your anchor. For those of us who do not have mantras, may your breath remain as the place that you come to when you feel yourself being challenged or carried away. hear sounds, maintain your sense of calm by focusing on the sound of the breath. position, go ahead and do it. Just make sure that you return back to the sound of the breath to continue the practice. sound of the breath. Increasing the depth of the inhale and increasing the depth of the exhale, taking nice deep breaths. Please take a moment here to bring one hand to the heart, the other hand to the navel, letting your next inhale be so deep that the belly expands, filling the palm of the hand, chest rises, and on the exhale the belly draws in towards the spine. Inhaling, belly expands, filling the palms of the hand. Exhale, navel draws in. Let's do about 5 more of these. And more. And now place one hand over the other at the heart center. Shoulders remain soft, elbows hug in. Feeling the warmth and the energy radiating from the hand deep into the heart center. And with your hands in place, take a moment to visualize a brilliant, warm light that radiates from the hands into the body, filling every dark corner, every crevice, every cell, until the entire body vessel is full of this brilliant, bright, beautiful, and warm light. With each inhale, the light becomes more brilliant, brighter. With each exhale, the light begins to travel into all areas until you are full and beaming. Once you are full and beaming, allow this light to fill your space, the 4 corners, the 4 walls. And even beyond, reaching your loved ones, your furry friends, those who are here with us, and those who are not here with us. Let this light reach as far as possible, so much that the entire earth becomes a brilliant ball of light. so bright that it surpasses the shine of our own sun. Once you have visualized this, slowly reel in the light, bringing it back to your neighborhood, to your immediate surroundings, back into your room, back to yourself. The way back to your heart center, where your heart stays ablaze, brilliantly lit, where it will continue to stay bright whenever you need to access it. Now please bring your hands together in prayer position, with the thumbs resting at the chest. Draw your chin towards your fingers, bowing to yourselves with gratitude and thanks once again for having the wisdom, the courage, and the patience to sit here today. I also bow to you. Thank you for coming. And I would like to close this with 3 ohms. Feel free to participate or just listen. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Cozy. Please bring your palms together, rubbing them to create some heat. And once you have enough heat, place your palms over the eyes. And when you're ready, open the eyes and the palms of the hand, feeling the warmth of the hand deep behind the eye sockets. And then gently let the hands melt away from the face. Taking in the room once again. Thank you all for coming. This has been an interesting one. So it's different every week. You never know what's going to happen, and that's just life. So thank you again. Thank you to my dog Cozy for always keeping me on my toes. I'll see you all next week. This will be uploaded into IG and as well as my YouTube page, which is Rose Knows Recommends. I have my Venmo down there. If you are so inclined, I am accepting any donations. Would be much appreciated. But yes, Cozy does love the spotlight. She often makes appearances in my live videos. So thank you again. May you carry this feeling and this smile into the rest of your week. Thank you all so much. My love to you. Until next time.